Good evening. Good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday, I think the 29th. Welcome. To start it off, I'm 70 plus years old, 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, back problems. I live in Indiana in the USA. I'm on a fixed income, about $900. Thank all the new subscribers. God bless you. You could say it's questions and answers, But to let you people know, I think it was on TikTok, but I kind of don't believe it. I think that's more AI generated, and it is, because I haven't seen it on the news today, that instead of getting food stamps, on this TikTok, I haven't seen it on YouTube, but maybe it'll be on there later. Trump says instead of getting food stamps, we're going to get about $3,000 money. I don't believe that bull crap. It's lies. Because if they would have gave money, they would use it for everything but what they don't need. They use it to go buy drugs, alcohol, beer, stuff like that. The way they talk, you can buy toilet paper and stuff like that. I just don't believe it, people. Now let me turn my TV down. You all don't want to listen to Larry the Cable Guy. And hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm bored. Hello, Susan. Nice to meet you. Hello, Rip. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the YouTube of an old man, 70 plus years old, bored. I try to give you all some good information, how to survive, try to help. I talk about the problems I had with my computer, my kitchen stove, this and that. Man, I feel sorry for us people right now here in the United States, especially the ladies who's on WIC, W-I-C, WIC. I was on it when my kids was little. That helps to buy baby milk and stuff that they need on WIC, which you ladies know that. And, I'll let you know, I am a Democrat. I'm a registered Democrat. But you seen on your TV news station that the Democrats is blaming Trump for the shutdown. No, you can't blame Trump. You remember weeks ago, the Congress, the Democrats and Republicans got together and had it all set. Then it goes to the Senate. But the Senate don't want to do anything. You people, young and old, know people have been in Congress or been in the Senate. that when you introduce a bill, it might be 100 pages, or it could be 2,000 pages. Is your congressman and senator going to read word for word? I said no, but they keep adding stuff to that bill that don't have nothing to do what the bill is consists of. You younger people maybe taking history in high school and maybe college. They keep adding stuff. Hello, Ella Rose. Oh, that's a pretty kitty cat. Let's see if I can turn my camera down a little bit. See right there? Right there? That's Wildcat. That's Wildcat. And I got 5 female cats in the house. At one time, I had about, between the tomcats and the female cats, I probably had about 10, 15, 12 in the house. They ain't counting the outside cats. At one time, I had, hello, Big Wig. And outside, I got about maybe 15, 20 cats. If you all been watching my videos, I had the #1 mama cat of the outside. It been with me about 6, 7 years. Hello, Gabriel. Hi. Hi, my friend. Welcome. And she was a good mama cat. When I first moved into this house about 7, 8 years ago, she was across the street. Hello, Let Him Cook. That's a good name. And Mama Blackie would come over here. You know how babies, kitty cats, or even doggies, the babies will follow their mom wherever they go. And the main road up over the hill is a county road. And people don't look out for animals on any kind of road. But you people, I know it's hard at nighttime, but during the daytime, watch out for animals. Raccoons, skunks, groundhogs, possums. If you hit him, remember, animals got bones in them just like we do. You hit those animals, you could get a flat tire. Just think of it. You know, you can get a flat tire. So let's get back to Mama Blackie. I've talked to Mama Blackie when I first moved in here. You know, I fed them dry cat food, canned cat food, milk, tuna fish, bologna, ham. And I told Mama Blackie, you all know if you got pets, you know what I'm telling you is true. Is that I told her, I said, leave your 4 babies here. And she left them 4 babies. It was LB, January, Boots, and Pretty Girl. Pretty Girl was all gray with a little white spot right here. Boots is gray with white feet. January was a long-haired gray cat. I guess she kind of left and went away and died. Like Mama Blackie, like this time of year, she usually go away for a couple of days, then she'd come back home and eat, then she would leave. I started letting her in the house maybe the last part of November or December of last year. And she loved it. jump up on my bed or go in the bathroom and sit up on the chair that we got in the bathtub. She would sleep there or sleep in the clothes basket. I let her come in maybe 10 or 15 minutes a day, but she would go back outside. Then I start letting her in all night. And she would eat breakfast, everything. Then she would go outside and eat more. Well, the week she died, people, she was gone about 2 days. And when she came back, she didn't look that good. She came in and ate her canned food and some tuna fish and some milk and some dry food. Then she went in the bathroom and got in the clothes basket. Well, John Wayne was kind of looked like Kathy, an orange or yellow cat, whatever color you want to call them, orange, I guess. John Wayne slept in that basket all night. And I knew right there and then that she was on her deathbed. I knew she was going to die. And, I went out and dug the hole and all this to bury her. And I waited until she got stiff. Because I don't, usually when they still nice and soft, they could still be alive. I wait till they get stiff. Then I put her in a plastic bag like a dollar store grocery bag, tied up. Then put another one tied up. And I went outside and let her babies know. I said, here's your mama, and they smell. They follow me. Her babies and grandkids follow me over to the hole. They stand there. Her daughters, her grandkids, and maybe great-grandkids too. I can't remember. And they watch me, tears in my eyes, and they rub around my leg. They knew their mama passed away. I still think about her. And, Mama Blackie was a heck of a mama cat. She even took care of her grandkids, give her daughters a break. She would take care of them, wash them, feed them. She would go out and catch mice for the babies to teach them where the smell of it and teach them how to eat it. And I still miss her. You can see tears in my eyes. Kitty cats and dogs, I don't care what kind of pets you got, people. Animals love their master. If you even live out on the farm, you got goats, you got cows, you got pigs, you got llamas, horses, donkeys, chickens. They all love you. They know your animals that you got. If you even got a parakeet, since I brought parakeet up, you all probably seen on TikTok. My son says it was on Facebook. Police officers. I want a lawyer. You need a search warrant. Or they talk about their wives. And like I said, we are YouTube family. Not blood family, but you're YouTube family. I treat you like my own. My children, grandkids, great-grandkids, nieces and nephews on here. I try to treat you all good. And some of you I have subscribed to that don't have many subscribers. I'm helping you out. And some of you help me out. Thank you. And I appreciate you all when you subscribe. I'm about 300 and something away from being monetized. But you know how that is. You all been on YouTube. Like I said, you younger people that's on here, it's younger than me. You got good YouTube channels. You're young. You're smart. I'm just an old man that don't have nothing to do. And I'm bored. I figure I get up here to help your YouTubers out, give you good advice. And you all remember, Friday here in the United States is Halloween. Here's a safety tip. When you go out driving around on Halloween night, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Because kids will run over in front of you when you're driving down the road. Because they don't pay attention. So be careful on Halloween night. And parents, I know I've said it before, the police departments tell you, don't let them eat any candy until you get home where you can look at all the candy, see if it's been open or make sure they've got no dope in it, stuff like that. Be safety. Halloween is safety. And I want everybody to be safe Friday. It's Halloween. Those places, if it's like it is around here, fire departments, churches, police department, towns and city has a place you can go to get your candy instead of going door to door. So I want you all to be careful. Kids, listen to your parents on Halloween night. They love you all. They love you all very much. And kids ain't supposed to die before their parents do. The parents die, then the kids. Not the kids, then the parents. I done lost 2 of my kids years ago. Number 1 and number 3 of my one wife. That leaves me with 2 and 4 that still left. And I miss them. 1 and 3, they kind of look like me, look like I have my face. I had blonde hair when I was young. And now you can see in my mustache, it's white or gray. That's what happens when we get old. Okay, I'm from Indiana, USA, southern Indiana. I'm about 25 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. That tells you about the location. Scottsburg is north of me, about 6 miles. The general dollar store that I usually go to is about 3.1 miles north of me. Then Henryville, which is south of me, is about 4.5 miles south of me. And, Henryville got their school. They got a post office. Thornton's truck stop. There is 709. I want to thank all these people. That E-Concert test, he looks like to be a lawyer. He looks like he's a lawyer. I haven't wore a suit and tie in probably over 20 some odd years. When I was young, I used to wear a suit and tie every Sunday when I went to church. I wore a suit and tie when I got married, or a tux when I got married, which that was cheap back there then. And I still got my ladder sitting up in the living room. I had it a little bit too close to the ceiling fan. Probably Wildcat here. I kept hearing bang, 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 bang. You got two cords. You got the long cord, which just turns the lights off and on, and the short one turns the fan on. Woke up this morning, the fan was on. And about 2 o'clock this morning, I guess that was Wildcat. I keep telling them, don't go to sleep in the window. Don't go to sleep on top of the ladder. About 2 o'clock, I guess that'll be probably close to 6 foot off of the floor. And I guess Wildcat fell off of that ladder. But kitty cats always land on their feet. If that was me, I'd probably been on my back. But she's in here with me right now, Wildcat is. Before the night, maybe Kathy will be in here. And Alexi, she might be in the bathroom up on the chair. She watched me take a bath. Because I do have to soak in the bathtub, people, because of my back. And I want to thank everybody. It's questions and answers night, people. If you got any questions, if I can answer it, I will. Some of you jump in here. I don't know if it's been on YouTube. I know it was on TikTok, probably AI, about President Trump on food stamps. Instead of we getting food stamps, he said he's going to give us money. To me, that's a lie. Because you got food stamps, you can only buy food. If you had cash, the mother or the dads would probably use that to buy alcohol or drugs, stuff like that. Kids would starve if they done that. I think that's a lie. And I don't believe that. That's the worst mistake that Trump could do, but I think that was AI generated, is what I believe. And some of the comments that I read in that kids were starved. They were starved. Otherwise, they said, you can use that money to buy toilet paper, toothpaste, stuff like that. I'd rather keep where you keep getting food stamps. That way, we, the people, will not starve to death. I wonder if we don't get our food stamps on, I guess Saturday is the 1st for some people. If we don't get it, how are we going to survive? What we going to do for food? Man, I don't get that much money in Social Security, people. I get around $900. I pay all of my bills. I ain't got any extra money to go buy food. I might splurge or maybe go to Burger King, get me a Whopper and large order of onion rings. I might do that once a month. But without food stamps, people, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't buy the fruit. I can't buy bananas. What I saw at the JC store last Friday, because my son had to pick up his medicine, I think it called banana pie. It's like, maybe it's banana pudding. Maybe it's pudding with those round cookies in it. I can't think of the name of those cookies. I'm thinking if I get my food stamps, I'm going to try to make it. It won't taste like my mom's. I think you get banana jello, and you all know how to make it. Then you put these cookies in it. Those little brown, round cookies. I can't think of the name. Like that. I wish you could go to the grocery store and buy persimmon pudding. I like to have some persimmon pudding. And I don't know how to make it, babies. I miss persimmon pudding with Cool Whip or that stuff on top of it. I probably could eat a whole bunch of it. Having diabetes, man, I gotta splurge every once in a while. I hear a train.
Channel mode.
It sounds like it's going southbound. And
Location QSL 4.0, Sydney train IDs are KLS 029, engine NS 1146, D Dudley, circle line 1A. Operate on main track south direction from MP QSL 1.0 main track to MP QSL 107.0 main track. 33 back over.
But I don't understand train talk. I don't understand train talk, people. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here because it looks like I'm having trouble on my internet again tonight. I checked it and Spectrum said there was no problems last night. Well, I didn't have any internet. So, Spectrum is part of Charter, and I got to put my socks on because my feet's getting cold. Because before I got on here, I just got out of the bathtub. I took my medicine.
86522, release 2146 EMO.
Like I say, I don't know train talk. If that was police department, I know everything they talk about. But train talk, I don't know what they, I just start listening to it since I moved here. And, but I like to listen to them. I know a certain time of night, they don't blow the whistle like they did a while ago. They do short toots. Because there's a bunch of houses next to those train tracks. I guess people complain about them blowing the whistle. People, they have to blow the train's whistle when they get to like an intersection where you have to drive over the track. They have to do it. It's the law. But like me, people, when I moved here, it took me maybe a couple of days to get used to it. I don't pay attention to them train whistles. Maybe if I live maybe 50 feet away from it, it might be a different story, but I live probably 1,000 feet or so away from the train tracks. But I still want to warn you all, Friday is Halloween. Be careful when the kids is out there trick-or-treating. I know around here, I think it starts around 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, something like that. 6 to 8, 6 to 9. So I want you all to keep your eyes out on Halloween night. Be careful. And I'm getting low on cat food. Like today's Wednesday, I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't think I'm going to have enough cat food until the 3rd. And I guess I'm going to have to take this chicken out of my freezer. I do that after I get off of here. Take it out of the freezer, put it in the bottom of the ice box where it start getting thawed out. And I give them some raw chicken. I told you, my kitty cat's a spoiled people. And I was watching something earlier. It's, what is it? CSI Sydney? Or NCIS Sydney? Or Ontario? Some kind of cop show. It was in Canada. I watched a little bit of it. And I didn't like it. I might have to watch some more of it later, but I love Hudson and Rex, people. That TV show is filmed in St. John, Providence of St. John's, Canada. It was on Monday, but I didn't watch it.
New Washington Fire Department, New Washington EMS, New District 1 for a seizure at 9608 Dolman Road, across streets of Mary Martin Road and Petaluma Road. Repeating, New Washington Fire Department, New Washington EMS, New District 1 for a seizure at 9608 Dolman Road, across streets of Mary Martin Road and Petaluma Road. Come out 2151.
Because where we live, people, you just heard they sent out New Washington Fire Department. It's kind of northeast of me. And it take the ambulance more than 30 minutes to get there. Just like me, where I live. It take the ambulance 30 minutes to get here where I'm at. And when you got problems like I do, heart attack, plus I got old people that lives around me that got medical problems. And that getting the ambulance there is very important. You probably have it in your state. You know, when you have heart problems or high blood pressure, the ambulance got to get there. What I found out about the ambulance service that we got here in Clark County, they call it Heartland Ambulance Service. To me, they suck. They suck, people. That if you have a heart attack or anything like that or stroke, that they get no hurt. If the speed limit is 30 miles an hour, they're going to have their lights and siren on and only driving 30 miles an hour. Or if it's 55, they're going to drive 55 miles an hour. They're not going over the speed limit. I don't know if it's their rules or who rules it is. But I done gave my son orders. If its ambulance takes 30 minutes to get here, get a lawyer, because I probably would die. You know, that's how stupid this ambulance service is. I've been behind them or close to them. They don't go over the speed limit. They got their lights on and their siren. They're driving the speed limit. I disagree with it. You know, I know there's a federal law on fire departments, ambulance, and police. They can only go maybe 20 miles over the speed limit. I think. That's what I've been told. I never look it up on the internet. Man, my nose is itching. Maybe I'm going to have some company. I hope she's a good-looking hillbilly. But I want everybody to be careful. And I'm going to give you my post office box. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. My Cash App is the $, Tom Cartwright 4375. Is because you like my post office box, you can send gift cards. You know, help me buy some dry cat food, you know, stuff like that. If you don't believe me, let me turn my cell phone around. See, right there, there's my multiple cat food. That's my multiple cat food. It's 44-pound bag of cat food at Tractor Supply Store, which is in Salisbury, which is south of me. And it's around $20 some odd. If you don't believe me, you can go to Tractor Supply and look on there for multiple cats. It's in the white bag. You can see how much it costs. Hello, Justin. How you doing? I saw the video that you done, I think it was yesterday. Oh, well, when I get off of here, I go see Austin's video, because that one person on his video, he lives in the state of Kentucky. And I'm not going to say where in Kentucky, but he lives in Kentucky. Because I know he said he reported to KSP. KSP can stand for Kentucky State Police or Kansas State Police. Kansas is a state. And I found out he lives in Kentucky. So he's south of me. But I say that guy that he has on his panel is guilty as homemade sin. Why can't Crimes Against Children go to Austin's YouTube channel and listen to it? They got ways to catch them. You know, I know that person on Austin's YouTube channel is, he's guilty. He said he had passed a lie detector test. You people been told that, oh, they can't use it in a court of law. Yes, they can. You know, you sign papers when you take a lie detector test. Your lawyers would tell you, do not take your lie detector test. You know, you can tell the truth, people, and you still flunk. Here's why. I've been told this by an expert, but I can't mention their name. If you got bad nerves, or you take medicine for high blood pressure, stuff like that, I guarantee you, people, you're going to flunk a lie detector. And you're going to be nervous. And your nerves is one thing that tells you if you're telling the truth or you're lying. 90% of your people, it's innocent, will flunk. Before you take a lie detector, people, talk to a lawyer. They can use it against you. I know people that took it. Where they get you, people, you sign a paper. When you sign that paper, you give them permission to use it in court. So don't sign any papers. Don't even take a lie detector. You'll flunk it, I guarantee you. There's people that can tell a lie and pass it and tell them that they're telling the truth, they didn't do it. Those people like it out there. "44 minutes. I got about 14 minutes left before I get off of here and go to Justin Garrett YouTube channel. People, I want you to go give a shout out to Justin Garrett. And on the profile picture, there's a yellow car with a black stripe down the hood. That's the one I'm talking about. Go up there and listen. And you know what I'm talking about. The stranger danger. People, if you got kids, teach them about stranger danger. This guy in my book is a stranger danger person you have to watch out for. I believe that 100%. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a police officer, lawyer. I'm no. So I want everybody to be safe. And kids, stranger danger people sometimes act like a kid. You know, unless you go to school with them or their family members, don't talk to them. Don't go meet them. You'll meet a stranger danger. It could be a male, it could be a female. So be safe out there. I want you all kids to be safe. Parents, teach your kids about the stranger danger. As you know, you heard me talk about Arkansas, where this father killed the stranger danger guy. I blame the judge in that county because his bond was less than $1,500. And he was a Smokey the Bear po-po. She let him out of jail and put a restraining order to keep him away from that 13-year-old girl. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, you probably seen the story about it. And they call po-po. And the guy kidnapped this guy's daughter. And the sheriff's department in that county of Arkansas did do a blankety-blank thing. And the father blinked his lights off and on, blew the horn. But this one report said this stranger danger guy came at him with some kind of weapon. I don't know. And the father shot him, I think, twice and killed him. The sheriff's department charged him with second-degree murder. And the judge, the same judge, had let that stranger danger out on less than $1,500 bond, put $150,000 cash bond, put a gag order. You know, people try to get him money for a lawyer using GoFund. Well, GoFund refunded the money. PayPal, Cash App refunded the money, but if you go to this one YouTube channel, Lack, L-A-C-K, Luster, L-U-S-T-E-R, that was on his YouTube channel. And this happened last year. And I'm kind of pedo, people. The guy got what coming. I blame the judge in that county of Arkansas. He was still being alive. The girl wouldn't got kidnapped and raped again. I blame the judge. I blame the sheriff's department. To me, that was self-defense, people. But I just want everybody to be careful Friday. It's Halloween. Also, every morning and afternoon, I want you to watch out for the yellow school buses and the stop arm. Watch out for the school zones. And also, people, you know nurses out there. Think a nurse for their service, no matter if it's a man or a woman nurse. Thank them for the service. And you all that might still have CB radios at home, go to channel 19. Thank the truck drivers for their service. Remember what the truck drivers do. They bring us our clothes, our food, our gasoline, our computers, our cell phones, everything else. So thank a truck driver for their service. They don't get enough of it, people. They bring us radios, TVs, stuff for our house, our windows for the house, our ice boxes, our stoves, everything. So thank a truck driver the next time you're at a truck stop or somewhere. Thank them for the service. You might be at a grocery store. You see a truck driver at a grocery store back up to the dock or Walmart. Thank them for the service. Thank the nurses, your fire department, your EMTs, and even the po-po. I know some of you don't like the po-po. You got good ones and bad po-pos out there. So I want you all to thank him. I want to thank you people that has subscribed to my channel. Give me the thumbs up. One thing, people, when I get monetized, whenever that'll be, that would be a good Christmas present. You know, I'm about 300 and something away from getting monetized. I will not charge you no memberships like some people doing, because my content is not that good. Sometimes it is. But YouTube to me is free. And money is tight. I can understand if I had good content, maybe have 50,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers or like that. I can understand charging a membership, but I'm not. Even if I go to a car wreck, people, it's free. I'm not going to charge you a membership. Because I got my mind made up. I could use the money. But I know money's tight. No. Like I say, I get around $900 a month. I make my house payment out of it, my car insurance, my utility bills, my cat food, my cell phone bill. You know, I do all that. Oh, I forgot my electric bill, I think. Or my utility bills, I guess it'd be easier. And I don't have any money left. Like I say, I'll put my my Cash App on it. That way, if you can help me, I use that money. If you all do it tonight, and there's at least $30 on there, I could go buy a nice bag of cat food that'll last me until the 3rd. Even a 3-pound bag of cat food is about $6 to $9. You know. I'm trying to be honest, people. That's what my YouTube channel is about. So I know some people getting ready to go to work or go to bed. I was going to get on here this morning or this afternoon. But the time I start to do that, people, I get these idiot spam calls. I hate those things. You call the numbers back, and people, if you don't believe me, the next time you get spam calls, call the number back. 9 chances out of 10, people, the phone number is going to be disconnected. If you here in the United States, your federal and state law, that's how they get around the no-call list. I think it sucks. They breaking the law. That's how come you need like 2 cell phones or something that you can record that. Because then they tell you who they are and who they're for, then you can report it through the legal channels. You know, that's one way of doing it. You also hear me talk about people, get you a dash cam for your car. They've been advertising on TV, this dash cam, it'll do front, back, and both sides. It will protect you, people. In case you get in a car wreck. Somebody who might run the red light. You know, I know money's tight. But having a dash cam in your vehicle, it'll save you insurance. But if you're guilty, people, it's going to hang you. So, that's one couple of good DIY that you get your dash cam. Unless you can set your cell phone up, you don't have to go live stream. You can record it while you're driving. If you got any good things, then you can put it on your YouTube channel. You know, you could do it that way. Like I say, I want to thank you all that's been on here tonight, that'll watch it later. We're a YouTube family. We try to help each other out. And I'm going to get off of here. I'm going over to Austin Garrett's YouTube channel. Like I say, there's a bunch of Austin Garretts, but you want to look on a yellow car with a black stripe. And now go over and listen to it. He got some good moderators on there, but if you get out of line on Austin channel, just like here, if you get out of line, your chat will get scrubbed. If you keep doing it, then you get on timeout. If you haven't learned from the timeout, you be barred from the YouTube channel. I've done that. So has my moderators. Moderators is here to help you. You got 2 types of moderators you can verify. Like number 1, which is like me. I can do more than what moderator number 2 does. When you get a moderator, people, I start them out on number 2, but you can look up and see what the difference between 1 and 2. But I think it's 2 that you want to start them out with. And I'm not going to get any more moderators until I get 1,000+ subscribers and get monetized. I'm hoping it can happen by December the 25th. That's about 300 subscribers. About 330 subscribers, I think, by Christmas. But it's okay. I'm working with God to help me to get where I'm going.
New Washington Fire Department, New Washington EMS, Food District 1 for Champaign at 6508 Tunnel Mill Road, cross streets of Zimmerman Road and Oscar Long Road. Repeating, New Washington Fire Department, New Washington EMS, Food District 1 for Champaign, 6508 Tunnel Mill Road, cross streets of the Zimmerman Road and Oscar Long Road. Time out 2217.
So that's up at New Washington again on chest pain. So the fire department is going to be called out again. You know, it takes the ambulance from where they come in Charlestown or Jeff, probably Charlestown. It's going to be at least 15 to 30 minutes. Because they do have a station there in Charlestown that they got. But for them to come to me, people, where I live here in the northern part of Clark County, I wouldn't think the ambulance would take 160 from Charlestown to Henryville. If they don't know that, they're not going to drive maybe about 30 miles an hour. Because it's like a snake curve. So I wouldn't think they would come that way. But I like to see all 50 states. You know, if you live on a county line, no matter what state you live in, on a county line, I like to see all the counties that's connected get like an interlocal agreement. You know, if I call 911 people, it'll go to Scott County. But my house is in Clark County. My mailbox is in Scott County. And that's the closest ambulance. It's 6 miles away. 6 to 7 miles away. But Clark County commissioners won't do that. Neither will Scott County get it in a local agreement. You know, that's my opinion. So people, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for jumping in. I gave you my post office box if you want to send gift cards to help me feed my kitty cats. I think there is a PetSmart, I think, in Clarksville or Jeffersonville. I can't remember. You got Tractor Supply. And you got like the dollar store. Well, where's my other paper? I don't know. You got Orscheln or Boomgard, you know, close to me. So, You all have a good night. 709, you and your family have a great night up there in Canada. People, I want you to go to 709 concert video. You get to learn about Canada. I love Canada. I could take $70 in Canada. I'd be rich. I'd be rich, people. Like my $900, I could take it to Canada. I'd be rich. You know. Oh, I just thought of something. You people here in the United States, get you a gallon jug or something. Start saving pennies. Collect pennies, people. They're supposed to stop making pennies, I think, this year or next year, because it costs them more to make a penny than what it's worth. I think maybe 2 or 3 cents to make a penny. They're losing money on it, so get you a gallon jug or whatever. Start putting your pennies in it. Any penny you get, start saving your penny, because copper is worth money. But before you decide to melt your pennies down, look, because you might have one of them pennies that might be worth $5,000 or more. So save your pennies, because they said they're going to stop making pennies. But what they going to do, people? Say you pay for something, it comes to $14.99 with tax and everything. If you don't have pennies, you know, that's something to think about, you younger generation. So start saving pennies, people. Any place in the United States, start saving your money. Well, they've been talking about it, 709. They're going to stop making it. I saw something last week. A row of pennies would cost you, it'd be 20, 25 pennies with the 2 mints on it. What is it? $20, $30 for a row of pennies. So people, save your pennies. Get you a milk jug or one of those big 5-gallon water jugs. Start putting your pennies in it. And maybe get another jug, start putting your dimes in it and save it. Because you do get some old dimes once in a while and some old nickels. Sometimes old quarters. You know, start saving them, especially pennies. Copper is high. So start saving your pennies. I got a big plastic container, I guess that you can get at the Walmart. They got the cheese balls in it. That's what I'm putting my pennies in. So you all take it easy. Well, I know when I was young, people, we had $2 bills. If you had $2 bills now that was made back in the 50s and 60s, they're worth a whole lot of money. Well, we still got $1 bills here in the USA 709. You can find $2 bills. You might have to go to the bank and ask them if they got $2 bills. You know, if I could, I would do that. I won't go to the bank until the 3rd of next month. You know, I might ask him. You know, might get me a couple of $2 bill and put them in an envelope, put them somewhere. You know, some people that don't know, that's how stupid even cops are is. They think they're counterfeit because they've never seen a $2 bill. Looney Tooney. Okay, people, I love you. Thank you for helping me out tonight. I hope I helped you all out on some questions and answers. But remember, Friday is Halloween. Be careful when you're out there driving. Good night to you, 709, and anybody else. Friday is Halloween. Watch out for the kids that's trick-or-treating. Because the cops is going to be out. The fire department's going to be out. The ambulance service is going to be out patrolling the street because with the radios. So you all be careful. Bye, everybody. Bye, you sweet ladies. I love you all. Sweet dreams.